What's up, everybody? It's your boy Basil Breeze, and I'm back at it again. And we not gonna waste no time. We going straight into this review. Roll the credits.
What's the word? What we doing? Yeah. Look at the way that I'm moving. Off the Don, Reposado. Feeling like I hit the lotto. I'ma get money cause that is the motto. Anyone hating can catch all these hollows. You a baddie? Come and follow. All of my bitches get so out of my...
Alright, so first of all, I did do a part 1 review, but for some reason, when I tried to edit it, it just won't let me, it won't load the video. So this is going to be a part 1 and part 2 review. We just want to skim through part 1 because there really wasn't much of nothing. Dolly and Summer, weird, whack, boo-boo the fools, bozo the clowns for what they did to Emma. What else happened? DTB, slap her again for me because, as she said, you can't be messy and then when people want to touch you, you want to pull the EP card. No. Because if you want an EP, go EP behind the camera. But since you want to be a cast member too, you could get touched just like the cast members. Now, that's everything from part 1 that needed to be addressed. Let's hop straight into this part 2 because, baby, a Royal Rumble was had. This is one of the best part 2s that Zeus has ever done for their reunions. Like, word to everything. So we open up where we left off with DTV and Rolly squaring up. And just to summarize all of their altercations, DTV really didn't win any of the rounds, but she also didn't get beat up. Like, yeah, she got slung, I think, the 3rd or 2nd round, but that's really all that it was. Like, they were swinging, some hits were landing, some were not, and that was it. Like, their fight really wasn't, their rounds really weren't much to, really talk about. The reason as to why they're fighting, of course, I'm on Diamond's side, because like Diamond said, what she did was excessive. Now, granted, when Rolly was trying to bring up what happened with Diamond at the auditions with the girl, yes, that was wrong of Diamond as well. However, that does not compare to what you did to Slim. Stop trying to deflect your own situations to try to make somebody else look bad. We focused on you right now. But, baby, let's get to this Royal Rumble. So we have the week 3, Bad Doggy, Scummer, and Alexis coming to the stage. And Scummer ran straight up to Scotty, and she met a foot, and then she met the foot again. The only reason Scotty got put on her back is because Doggy decided that she wanted to jump in. And that's why Tesehki hopped right over that couch and stared her dead in her face and was like, nah, you know what you really here for. Like, let's go. Run up. Ahna, you know my bitch Ahna's always gonna jump in to say to protect her friends. And even with Summer having Scotty on the floor, it don't look like much of anything was really happening besides Scotty lost her wig. And this part is going to be a little chaotic because when I tell you, it was so much going on. Like, I had to rewatch it like a good 6 times just to really piece everything together. Lex then tries to run up on Scotty, and Scotty weaved that real quick, put that foot up, just to let her know, listen, you're not sneaking me. And I want to make this known now. If you are one of the week 3's fans, click off. Because you're not going to like anything that I have to say in this review. And I don't have time to be going back in the comments and seeing the shit that y'all leave on my Twitter. Just leave while you have the chance. Because I find it so funny that these are the main 3 that's like, oh, the OGs do this, that, and the third. And they be seeking to jump in. And this whole part 2, all y'all doing is jumping. Especially you, Alexis. Miss Captain Save a Ho, Miss I'm against jumping, but is doing it. This whole reunion, a walking contradiction, as I've been saying. Moving on. Now, baby, after that, Tesehki and Dolly got to squaring up.
I said, damn, bitch.
You should have sat this one out, Dolly, because getting knocked out on your feet, slept on your feet. She hit the smooth criminal. She said, like, Honestly, the people who saying Dolly kept up, where was the kept up? Where was the kept up? The kept up was not had. Yes, she was swinging, but kept up means you hit me and I hit you back. Not I hit you and you're trying to hit me, but you're missing all of your hits. That girl was swimming that first round. That second round, the faces Tesehki was making in between the first and second rounds, I would have ran off the stage, packed my shit, and went home. Because that is legit a beast coming out of its cage.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
But, yeah, baby, you should have sat that one out. I said, goddamn. Goddamn. Tesehki, the Big Eater, remains undefeated. You hear me? And since she's not on Africa, nobody's taking that crown. The best fighter that Zeus has ever had, point blank period. Maybe the best fighter in reality TV history. If we really want to talk about it, we can argue in the comments. I got time. We see Ahna run up on Summer. You couldn't really see what was going on, and Zeus was really kind of getting me tight with these wide shot camera angles. Like, get that shit close up. We trying to see, baby. We can't see. But after she fights Summer, Alexis decides to do the 50-meter dash and dart to Ahna, hop over the couch, mush Ahna, just to slip and let Ahna get the upper hand before Scotty and them jump in. So you telling me you ran a whole marathon on this little ass girl to do nothing? You should have dog walked her the way that you ran over that couch on her. And yet you did nothing. And no, I'm not mad at Scotty for Jela and jumping in, because they just all tried to jump Scotty. So now it's a jump for a jump. Now, this does lead to the Ahna and Biggie fallout, but we're going to get to that in a second. But Jayla and Summer ran their rounds. Round 1, Jayla was mop. She took that shit off round 2. That's how I knew my girl was over it. She did not give a fuck. She did not give a fuck anymore. They got us that second round. It really wasn't much of nothing, to be honest. Jayla should have really dogged her the way that in my head I thought she would, but it's okay. Now, as all of this is going on, you can hear Rolly saying, "Biggie, why are you standing back there?" And when I tell y'all, Biggie is literally hiding behind Tinkerbella, who, let's not forget, is pregnant. She's hiding behind a pregnant woman while her friends are in the field. And Rolly called it out. Why are you over there? Come over here and help your bitches. Tesehki goes backstage. She crashing out at this point. She over it. She is ready to dog walk all of these bitches that have done tried it on this stage. If I was in that room, whatever she asked for, she would have been giving it. Give me $1,000. You got it right here. You want $1 million, actually? Because that girl was mad, and thank God there wasn't a third round, because Dolly would have been right back in the ER. Summer and Scotty run around, and do I think Scotty got dropped? No. Did she get put on her back? No. If you watch closely, Janisha said, wait, let them clean it up.
Let them clean it up.
Meaning the stage was slippery, and you can actually see one of the security guards slip as they're trying to break up Ahna and Summer's first round. And as Scotty slips, Summer is rushing her. And then you see Alexis coming to rush from the side trying to jump in, and Jela had to tag that ass. Another instance of this hoe being a walking contradiction. That second round that Scotty and Summer ran, I'm sorry, Scotty got that. She got her on the ground, and she was making her up, and you could tell because when Summer got up, that mouth was bloody. And I'm gonna put it in right there. But we end up going backstage to Ahna and Biggie, and you can really feel the hurt in Ahna's voice, because was a jump had? No. A jump was attempted, a tag team was had. However, jump tag team, as my best friend, you are supposed to be right there with me. So if that happens, bitch, you are there to jump in. There's no reason I'm fighting both of these bitches and you're hiding behind a pregnant woman. And Ahna is always there for Biggie. So for Biggie to not be there when she needed to be, and people saying, oh, y'all was getting mad when Biggie was jumping for Ahna, that's because those were one-on-ones. This is a tag team situation. There's no reason that Jayla and especially Scotty should have Ahna's back jumping in more than Ahna's best fucking friend. There's just no reason for that. And if you try to debate it and argue with it, you're a terrible friend, 1, and 2, you just don't like Ahna. And I would rather you say, I just don't like Ahna, rather than trying to justify Biggie being quote-unquote right when she's clearly in the wrong. But Ahna is, when I say reading Biggie for all of her rights, her Dominican card, and for filth, Ahna was not letting up. I ain't never heard so many francs fly out her mouth. But I'm not out. Listen, at that point, we are no longer friends. And I'm going to say whatever I need to say to you because you really did some foul-ass fucked up shit. And shit's crazy. Like, I can't believe Biggie really just did nothing. And then she had a comment where she said, oh, Summer came out with flames in her eyes. You want me to fight that? Like, I knew you were scary, Biggie, but scared of Summer? Keep her on timeout. Keep her on timeout. But we get back to the stage. They're trying to simmer some things down. But Alexis is calling out Scotty. And they're trying to figure out why she's calling out Scotty. And she said, oh, because she has so much smoke for my friend. And I come with Summer. You sound real slow right now. Because they're having a one-on-one altercation and argument that your friend started. So now you're mad that I'm keeping the same energy with her. So now you want to jump in because she whooped her ass in Hawaii. And she just bloodied her mouth in that last round. But Lex got up and Scotty got right up too. So for anybody saying, oh, Scotty was scared, she ducked the fade with Lex. No. Scotty was right there. She even said, let us fight. And security just would not move. So let's not sit here and try to act like Scotty is scary. And if Alexis really wanted to fade with Scotty, when Scotty got up and got to the floor, she should have ran up. But she's also standing behind security just talking, saying that Scotty's just talking about, yeah, she's the one that's just talking. Walking contradiction. Make it make fucking sense. Make next season all 3 of the trios last season. Do not bring them back after this season. They simmer some things down. We get Jaden to the stage. She looks good. They're talking about Blueface. We don't care. We're moving on. Oh, I almost forgot. Ahna and Summer's second round. Ahna was tagging that bitch up. Tagging her. Sticking and moving. And Summer didn't know what to do but grab. But you know what she did? You know what Ahna did? Kept swinging. And was clocking her. Beat her up.
Scoot on over and let you whack him. Get him again. Get him for me.
We get the actual best newbie trio of Ivory, Pretty P, and Jazz coming to the stage. They all look good. Ivory's coming straight for Lex. She knows what time it is already. And Ivory has finally learned from the rest of her fades that she had with Lex. You cannot fall back with Lex because that's when she has the advantage because of her reach. You have to fall in with her and use your weight. And that's exactly what she did. Put that bitch on the ground and mink. Ivory got that first round. Argue with the wall. Now, that second round was a little more close. They both, if anything, I'm giving it a tie. Because they both was getting good hits on each other. But Summer tries to jump in on both rounds, and Jaden, Paula, Scotty, Jayla was not having that. When I say they rushed that girl, because yeah, fuck is you jumping for? What fuck is you jumping for? Y'all just be complaining that people be jumping, and then y'all go and do the same shit. Walking contradictions. I don't know how these people have fans. It doesn't make sense to me. But Pretty P also tagged that ass up too. Banged that head right into the TV and was doing her shit. Shout out to my girl Paula. And we end off with Dolly and Ivory, because Ivory was, questioning Dolly because Dolly dropped her nudes. They was going back and forth on the internet. So Ivory said, let's go come get this round. And Dolly was copping, please. Dolly's like, oh, my hand just got fucked up. I'm fighting Tesehki, catch me in Africa. Oh, not you copping, please. But you was just calling Tesehki pussy. Baby, you the real pussy. Oh. So Ivory said, oh, okay, I got you. And right when she wasn't expecting it, boop, hit that hole with the bring it around town. And as they're fighting, Summer tries to jump in again. They get Summer again. And Ivory sits Bad Dolly right on that stage and boop, boop, boop. And then it cuts off. And like I said, this is one of the best part 2s Zeus has ever put out. And next week doesn't even look like it's going to be a boring part 3. Thank God. We have some more fades coming up. And we get to sit down with Ahna and Biggie, where for some reason Biggie is still not understanding how she's wrong. But we'll get to that next week. I know this feels a little rushed, but I wanted to get this video out as soon as I finish rewatching it for my notes and get my, raw reaction. So I'll see you guys next time.
One kiss got me feeling